We're in a winter wonderland at Big Trees State Park up in Calaveras County. You can see now, first time ever, for the winter season of 2016-2017, they actually do have some campsites open depending on the weather. Obviously, just after a snowstorm, they're not going to be open. The state doesn't have enough manpower to open them like the day after a snowstorm. But you can see there are a few that are open for whoever wants to camp out in this winter wonderland. Today is January 15th, or 16th. It's only been a few days, about a week or so, since the pioneer cabin tree fell down. As you know, it made national news. Today, most people are just snowball fighting, sledding, looking at the fallen tree. You can see up ahead someone's racing a little remote control car. And so you're pretty much just sledding wherever you can find a nice place, a nice little hill. Anyway, it's a short little video. See, for those of you who want to come out here, right now we're on an area that normally would be open during the summertime because it's a campground road, but it's closed right now. They didn't really plow it too much. It's basically just a walking path right now. Quite a bit of snow and ice on it, so you gotta watch your footstep. We're heading down to the meadow. You can see a lot of people have found on the other side of the meadow, there's those hills. They make a great sledding opportunity in the wintertime. So we might go do some of that. I brought a little tire tube along with me just to see how much fun we could have. But even in the wintertime, Calaveras Big Trees is still hopping with activity. For those that want to know, pretty much only the North Grove campground and a small part of the North Grove trail system is open right now. There's still a lot of damage out here, but it's enough to keep people busy. So now we're just looking directly at the meadow. We're actually walking over snow right now, but it's been enough time that it's actually pretty solid for the most part. Well, most of it, not all of it. Trying not to get my shoes wet. But the meadow, as you can see, is in the wintertime. It's kind of surprising. You can see right now all the green, flowers and tall little plants that grow in there in the summer are pretty much dead. It's nothing right now but a flooded area with pretty much everything's dead. See on the other side, that's the other half of the North Grove. See some people sledding way over there. See, they haven't obviously cleared off the boardwalk. Definitely have some fun sledding up there, though. If you look, it's a massive hill. Just gotta be careful. I might have to do some of that. Let's see if we can go get my sled, see if I can find a nice spot up there just to have some fun. If you climb high enough, ooh, could get a little scary on the way down. Get back with you guys and we shoot another clip. This is kind of what the pathway looks on. It's obviously traveling on. You're not going to sink in this snow though, thankfully. When you look off in the summertime, this is all green and thick, but in the wintertime, because of the snow, because they're not really growing, they become compacted, and then next spring the cycle is going to begin again with new grass and other plants. It's a little bit slippery up here though. Our destination is the hillside over there. See, we got the snow tube. Let's see if we can get it to work properly. That's an interesting side note about the storm that came through not too many days ago that took down the pioneer cabin tree. Probably the main reason it fell was just a combination of the wind and all the water that came through here. As you can imagine, it's about 40 degrees out here, so the snow's melting, and there's quite a bit of flooding going on, and it's all draining into this meadow. But that tree could only take so much. You know, it's 2,000 years old, and they put a hole in it over 100 years ago. So it's not really that much of a surprise that it fell down. In fact, another tree after that one fell down fell perpendicular to it and fell across it. Another, I believe, redwood. We'll go take a look later on today, but you can see it's quite a bit of flooding going on. Well, after about 10 minutes of tweaking the way I was trying to ride it, snow tube actually worked pretty good. I just have to sit on one end with my knees, and the other end I have to use my arms to support the front of my body. But there's no control in this thing, which makes it pretty damn fun, as long as you don't crash into one of these giant trees that's in front of me. Okay, it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this today. This whole hill, you can see it continues over there. If you can find a clear path, you might be able to go for a couple hundred yards. There's even some road over there that you might be able to use. And then it's gonna be a fun few hours. Here we go.